Yo, what's up, guys? Today, I'm going to continue the not really continue, but write this program of identify whether a given string is a palindrome. And wait, let me find the file first, which is here. So, a palindrome, it's a word that read the same backward or forward. Like noon. If you read it backward, it will also be noon, and it will give a true because it is a palindrome. And then if I say something like race car, which is a palindrome, it will also give me true. However, if I say a word like program, uh, it will not be a palindrome because it's not the same when you read it backward and forward. In the fine. Okay, so we need to import the libraries, and hopefully also I might sound kind of weird because I got cold, just like my nose. I got cold, yeah. So we include, first of all, iOS Dream, and then we're going to include string, and we can declare our main function, which will have the string which will equal to new, and you need to declare our function, which will be a Boolean function. It will be called palindrome. And then we will I'll explain what this means later. So std out true, else std out false. And this would basically just mean that if it return, so since it's a bool function, so it will return either true or false. So if it will return true, then it's just, if true, then we will print out true. But it might return false, so then it will print out false. This is basically just the same as this, but this would be like a better way to write it. And then std string. So when you understand the most basic of a palindrome, there's two types of palindrome: an even palindrome and an odd palindrome. So an even palindrome is like ABBA, and the odd palindrome is in the format of ABA. So that means we need to have two if statement, which is at if3.length. Oopsie. If this is divisible by 2, which means when I divide by 2 if it's equal to 0. And then if that's true, then it's in the format of ABBA, but it might be like CABBA, but basically this is the most smallest even palindrome possible, which is 4 letters, this format. I mean, AA technically also work, but it will not really talk about that since I mean it will work if we put it in the program like here. If I say oh, it will work, but like we will view the most basic of a even palindrome as ABBA. So then what we need to do is we need to do this. We need to do a for loop. So basically we kind of like cut it in half and then compare this with this. And if you saw my cutting array like video, you will know there's a really simple way to do that. So when you street length, basically you just int I equal to 0, I less than this, divide by 2. So that basically means if it's like this 4-letter thing, we'll like use this for loop twice. And then I plus plus. And after it's used like twice, we'll compare the first letter and the last letter. So how you do it? This is like this. If street I, which will be like the first letter, and the second, if it's not equal to the last digit, which will be street length minus I, which will be street length at first, and then it will be like 0. It will be like the length minus 1, minus 2, and etc. But if it doesn't equal to, that means it's not a palindrome. So we will return false. However, if after the like we ran the whole for loop, there's still like there's no error detected, then we will say return true, since it'll be like a palindrome, since none of the character doesn't equal to the opposite. However, there's another scenario, which is if it doesn't equal to, it's an odd palindrome. This will actually be a bit easier, since if it's like this, we don't need to compare the B, since like no matter if it's a B or it's a F, it's a D, it's a X, it will always be a palindrome. So we don't need to compare the middle number. So we just need to use the for loop one less time. And let's see. Oh, right here, it's false. Wait, what? This is not correct. Huh, let me see. So like when you encounter a mistake, you can think through like this program. So first we give in the new, and then it will see that it is indeed an even palindrome, and then we'll do the for loop, and so I will start as 0, and then I will be less than 2, which is correct. And then I plus plus, which doesn't really matter since it's still 0. So if it doesn't equal to string the length minus I. Wait, are we supposed to do a minus here? Yeah. So yeah, cause like in string there's a really interesting thing, like when we let me say, like when we store a string, right, like this in our computer is stored like this. So like if Alright, it might be kind of messy, but like it's alright. So if we're writing noon, this is how it is stored, like, right? But then there's also other stuff in my computer that's like also stored in the same CPU, such as maybe like sorry, maybe it's like a website called, I don't know, maybe like YouTube. Like maybe I download a file called video. Then how do we like identify when the string will end? Because maybe I stored another like string, but since in our CPU the stuff are stored consecutively, so I might store another string called uh race car, right? Then it'll be like the computer will not be able to identify which string it's belong to its string because it's stored as like a character and a byte. So that's why a string have this like really unique function, not really function but characteristic. It's at the end of each string there'll be a character as this. What this will be like the character. It will be like this. So technically, even if you give me a 4 character long string, it'll be actually 5 character because the computer need to add an extra character which is /0 to help itself to identify when the string ended. So that's why we need to do a -1. And if we do no, that would be a true because like odd palindrome detection. If we give in like non, it will not be a palindrome, which will return false. And yeah, it is correct. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe.